Okay, so can I have one person being brave? Yeah, I think you're all very smart. What is the equation for this? Zinc plus hydrochloric acid. Be brave. If you don't be brave now, when you going to learn to be brave?
Is it correct, teacher?
Zinc and hydrochloric acid.
Yeah, you're asking for like what plus what, right? So salt plus metal.
No, I'm asking you to write down for me the equation.
Is it Zn plus HCl arrow ZnCl plus H2?
ZnCl plus H2. Okay, Shia, teacher can't even give you 1 mark for this. The equation is correct, but it's incomplete.
Left
Okay.
Balance.
hydrochloric acid put 2.
Okay, still wrong.
Yeah, and then in front the Zn put 2.
No, wrong.
ZnCl put 2.
Yes, ZnCl2.
Yeah.
Okay, why ZnCl2?
Because zinc is 2 plus,
Correct, and then?
Cl is Cl minus.
Okay,
So
very good.
you will get ZnCl.
Very good. Yeah, both Chia and Karti. Yeah, okay, good job. Okay, so anytime that you have this kind of questions, first thing is you must quickly give me the equation. Okay, good. Now the first question here is actually state the meaning of rate of reaction. Teacher did already with you a few weeks ago. What is the meaning of rate of reaction? My pen is not working. Yeah, so I'm going to use my finger to write. What's the meaning of rate of reaction?
The measurement of change in quantity of reactant or product per unit time.
Okay, so Alvi's answer is 85% correct. Yeah, I want all of you to listen to teacher's answer. He said measurement, but you don't have to put the word measurement. Okay, just put changes. Okay, in the reactant. Sorry, teacher's using my finger. My finger quite big compared to the pen. Okay, now if you put reactant. In exam, you only put one. Teacher's giving you both. Here is reactant or product. You have to choose only one. Okay. Then very good. He ended it correctly. Per unit time. You don't have the word per unit time. You have no marks. Okay. Per unit time is highly and very, very important. Okay. Are we clear?
Yes, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, at least one person reply teacher will understand. Yeah. Okay, now they ask me to find the rate of reaction at 120 seconds. Okay, what do you think Puan Shina needs to do here? Actually, we can't do it because we don't have a graph paper. What do you think I need to do here? They say rate of reaction at 120 seconds. What do I have to do?
Find the X, right? So
Correct. Okay, very good. So at 120, you take your ruler, you are going to draw a dotted line. Okay, and then go to here. Sorry, you go to where the Zawawi is coming in. Okay, you go to where the X is, all the way up there, and then you draw a tangent. Okay, after you draw a tangent, okay, you are going to get y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That is what you're going to get your rate of reaction. Okay, we can't do it now unless those of you with the paper, y'all can do it. Okay, so this rate of reaction at 120, teacher, how you know, teacher, this one must draw or must go and find the dotted lines? Why I cannot take the reading straight away? If the question never say average, okay? If the question did not say average, that means you must find the tangent. That means you must draw the circumference. Okay, but look at the next question. So this one, if those of you who are trying later, the answer is actually 0.11 centimeter cube per second. There is a range, so if you got higher a bit or lesser a bit, it's okay, it doesn't matter. Now, you look at the next one, average rate of reaction between 60 and 120 seconds. Do I need to draw, do I need to look at the graph to draw a tangent? When you see the word tangent, sorry, when you see the word average, do I need to draw the tangent in the graph? If you don't know, say, teacher, I don't know, it's more than okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes means what?
Must do tangent.
Wrong. If you see the word average, please never, ever do tangent. Okay? If you see the word rate of reaction, or if you see the word instantaneous, okay, that means at that point of time, then only you draw tangent. Kalau the question say average, don't ever draw a tangent. Then your question to teacher, if I don't draw a tangent, what should I do, teacher? Okay, if teacher doesn't draw a tangent, they ask me to find the average rate of reaction at 60 and 20. Who can tell teacher what you are going to do?
Plus the both values that you get in 60 and 120.
Okay, you're not going to plus now, but you're going to minus. So again, at 120, I go up here, but here I am not going to draw a tangent. I am going to go to my y-axis and get the reading. Now, those of you with paper, you can see it clearly compared to teacher. Okay, 120 minus 60, yes, that one is at the bottom. Okay, so at the bottom memang 120 minus 60, betul. Okay, ke atas 120, what was the reading just now? 120, those of you with paper, you can see very clearly. Okay, what was the reading for 120? 38, very good. Okay, and then actually 38 also can see here also. Okay, at 60. Okay, you all also can see teachers one here. Okay, very good. What is the reading at 60 here? What number is that?
22.
Yes, 22, correct. Okay, now all of you minus 38. For this chapter, you must have calculator. 38 minus 22 divided by 160. Sorry, 120 minus 60. What do you get?
0.267.
Okay. Chia said she gets 0.267. Chia teacher doesn't give you any marks at all.
cm cube per second.
Okay, centimeter cube per second. Perfect answer. Okay, so now do you understand, class, how to get the second answer here? Do you understand the difference between rate of reaction and average rate of reaction? Which one I must find the tangent? Rate of reaction or average rate of reaction?
Rate of reaction.
Very good. Which one I must just go to the y-axis and find the answer?
Average.
Very good. And so all of you, by the side of the paper or any paper around you, put that note down. Rate of reaction, another word for rate of reaction is instantaneous rate of reaction, must find tangent. Average rate of reaction, no need to find tangent. Okay, now next question. Why does the rate of reaction decrease with time? Okay, remember in this question, I'm using zinc and hydrochloric acid. Why does the rate of reaction decrease with time?
The zinc dissolves.
No, zinc dissolves not only the only answer. Something else is also zinc and what?
H plus ions finish reacted.
Okay, so we don't say H plus ions, we say hydrochloric acid because this is not collision theory. Collision theory, only we talk about H plus ions. So we say zinc and hydrochloric acid has been used up. When I finish using up my reactant, okay, will I have any more products? Answer teacher's question. If I use up all the
No,
reactants,
sir.
okay, you will not have any product. So the answer here will be zinc powder, okay, zinc powder and hydrochloric acid. Sorry, teacher is using my finger because my wonderful pen doesn't want to friend me again. Okay, has been used up. Okay, and you must understand the concept. Amount will decrease with time. Yeah. Okay. Do you all understand so far what teacher is saying? Can I move on to the next?
Sure, for that question, if we write less concentrated, is it acceptable
Which question?
for the E?
E. You put less concentration, is it?
I do.
No. Whenever they ask you this question, the way teacher answer this is the only answer. No other answers. No other answers at all. Okay. If you look here, why my graph is decreasing? Okay. You must be thinking, teacher, I don't see the graph decrease also. The rate of reaction is decreasing. Okay, as you go up, the rate becomes slower. Why? Because I'm using up all my reactants. When I'm using up all my reactants, okay, my rate of reaction will become slower. Okay, so that is the concept. For example, okay, how many of you likes to run? How many of you can run?
I can.
Okay, now teacher also like to run. I love running. Now, when the guy hits or shoots, yeah, we run very fast at the beginning, correct or not?
Right.
Okay, because our rate of reaction, don't run away from responsibility lah. Apa lah you? This one another one. Okay, so here in the beginning we run super duper fast because we got a lot of energy. Okay, so this is where teacher's line is going here. Then when we come to the last 50 to 40 to 30 meters, what happens actually? Do we run faster?
We get tired.
We get tired because all our energy has been used up. Okay, all right, because all our energy has been used up, so our rate of reaction becomes slower. Okay, that's my point. So over time, the rate of reaction decreases with time. Just like when we run 100 meters, when the beginning we run super duper fast. Towards the end, okay, maybe I'm like that. I don't know about you. Maybe y'all, when y'all run towards the end, y'all run faster. I don't know. Certain people different. Okay. But towards the end, usually we get very tired, we run slower. The concept is the same here. Okay. Zinc powder and hydrochloric acid, your energy, example, has all been completely used up. So that's why your rate of reaction decrease with time. Keshman, I hope that answers your question, Keshman.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, look at this. Another experiment carried out. Okay. And I want to study the factors that affect the rate of reaction. Okay, curve one, this one, the black one here. is actually 50 centimeter cube and 1.0 mole per decimeter cube. Okay. How can I get curve 2? How can I get curve 3? Okay. How can I get curve 2? How can I get curve 3? So remember I told you about
Concentration.
which one? Say again.
I increase the concentration of curve 2.
For experiment 2, for wrong,
Yeah.
cannot. If teacher increase concentration then my curve 2 should be higher. Because your number of moles is more, then you will times with 24, your volume will be higher. Whenever you increase your concentration, your volume of gas also will be higher. But if you look at curve 2, my volume of gas is the same. So you cannot take the factor of concentration. So I have 5 factors. Can you tell me what are my 5 factors?
Sanjeev can teach chemistry properly.
Sanjeev can teach chemistry properly. Unfortunately, Sanjeev not here today. Okay, so obviously, pressure is out of the picture. Okay, and I think I just did with you for curve 2, concentration also cannot. Okay, what is left?
Size, temperature, catalyst.
Okay, so size, temperature, and catalyst. Okay, Irfan is coming in. Okay, so for curve 2, what are you going to say? What is your factor here? You all must give me the factor. Teacher don't want to give you the factor. And then you cannot say size also. Size cannot. Why size cannot?
They're using zinc powder.
Already zinc powder. How you want to pecahkan some more? Size pun tak boleh. What are 2 more things that can?
Temperature.
Very
Catalyst.
good. Temperature. I can put in temperature. I can put in catalyst. This is how you analyze. Okay, good. Now, curve 3. Curve 3, I gave you a hint already. If they are tak sama bertembung, I only change one thing. What is that? If the volume of gas don't meet, I'm changing one thing. What is it?
Concentration.
Correct. Okay, so for curve 3, what do you think? My concentration is lower or higher?
Lower.
Okay, lower concentration. Very good. And that's your answer. Okay, do you understand how to answer this question now?
Yeah, but for curve 2, they didn't say it is being heated up, teacher. So can we write a temperature?
Can. You are supposed to give the factor.
Oh, okay,
They also never tell me curve 2 got catalyst what. I'm giving the factor what.
Okay, thanks, sir.
All right. Okay.
Teacher, what is the correct way to explain the rate of reaction decreases with time? Tadi?
Which question are you asking, Zawawi?
Teacher.
E, is it?
Yeah.
You mean the next question, is it? Where's E? Or
No.
this one? Here, is it?
No, the previous one. Baru je.
This question? Oh,
Sekejap. Zinc powder has...
oh, you want to copy my answer?
Yeah.
Zinc powder and hydrochloric acid has been completely used up. Okay, I tried to get a nicer pen now. Wait, I'll go and try and see whether I can sort out my problem here. So ugly my writing. Okay.
Okay je dah. Boleh je, faham.
Okay. All right. Now I want to go and test you all. I want to go and give you all some objective questions. Test your brains a little bit, yeah? And then we go and do essay after this. Okay, do for me. Oh, I want you all to take a picture of this, put in the class group now. In this chapter, all that is mentioned in my slide here is important. You must know definition. Wow, it's working. You must know how to sketch a graph. You must know average rate of reaction. This one, no tangent. Okay, you must know instantaneous. This one got tangent. You must know overall rate of reaction, which I'm going to do shortly for you. Okay, label diagram. Okay, I'll show you the picture. Numerical problem you're going to do. Energy level diagram you're going to do. Collision theory you're going to do. Daily life I'm going to do. Describe an experiment I'm going to do. So all this you must know in a rate of reaction. They can only ask this favorite question. Nothing else. Have you all taken the photo?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now, I give you 30 seconds here. I'm going to just, okay, no, this question is too simple. What is the meaning of rate of reaction? Quickly. I want to go and take my charger. What is the meaning of rate of reaction? Never mind, you all answer. I still can hear you, yeah? What is the meaning of rate of reaction? What's your answer? Shout out your answer. Okay, new way of shouting out is by typing it. Okay. Fitri said D. Anyone else?
Yeah, D, teacher.
Okay, D. Some more? All say D. Okay, when I come back to school on Monday next week.
I think C.
Who said C?
Yeah.
Okay, Alwi, yeah? Okay, all of you must buy Alwi and me a present. Okay? Or each one of you must buy us a present. The answer is, the answer is not D, okay? You didn't read properly. Increase in the amount of reactant, girl. Does my reactant increase with time?
No, teacher, it's a product.
It's your product. Okay, so if I'm drawing my graph of reactant over time, my reactant will go lesser. Can't we just say there's now zinc powder and hydrochloric acid has been used up? So my reactant will decrease. If teacher is using product like volume of gas over time, then my product will go up. So the answer is actually C, yeah? So those of you who
I
answered,
B.
Zawawi, what?
Oh, I'm not. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so the answer is C here. Okay, next one. Teacher taught you already. What is the average rate of reaction here? Don't know, type 1 in the chat quickly, so don't waste time. If don't know, just type 1. Okay, many ones. The rest of you trying when to find your calculator. I only see 3 people typing 1. Where's the rest of you? Where are the rest of you? 4. Okay, so okay, I'm not sure where the rest of you are, yeah. But when teacher have average, see, and I'm giving you all SPM based questions, yeah. When teacher have average rate of reaction, okay, the first thing I need to do is, they never tell me from what time to what time also, not 30 seconds to 60 seconds, never. They just gave me like this. What I need to do is, first thing I go and see where the volume has become constant. Oh, I know my volume become constant at 33. So I'm going to write down 33. And where did it start to become constant? Because it's got 3 readings. Which reading must I take, Puan Shina? You take the reading when it first became a constant. So 33 divided by 180, that would be your average rate of reaction. This is a typical SPM question, yeah? So all of you tekan your calculator, 33 divided by 180, what do you get?
0.183.
Okay, correct. So we're going to take 0.18. Okay, centimeter cube per second. Okay, now I'm going to use the same concept. Now we go to the next one. What is the average rate of reaction in my second minute? In the second minute. A lot of difference, a lot of difference between in the first 2 minutes and in the second minute.
So is it B?
Age.
Okay, some Tinish say A, Chia say B, some more?
There's a D can. D.
D, okay, so Dinesh said D, Karthik said C. Okay, wow, I got A, B, C, D. Okay, let's tembak here. Very simple. I teach you the working. In the second minute means from the first minute to the second minute. So from the first minute to the second minute. So same thing like you did just now with me. What is the volume at the second minute? 6.4. What is the volume at the first minute? 3 minus 3.7 divided by 120 minus 60. Okay, every one of you tekan calculator. We see who is the betul one here. Who got it correct?
B.
Okay, B. Who said B just now?
B.
Okay, Chia said B. Yeah? So the answer is B. Now, do you all know how to answer the question? Do you know how to answer this kind of questions now?
Yeah, can check.
Okay. Okay, next one. What is the correct label for an activation energy? Activation energy, I only can see in one factor. What factor is that?
Catalyst.
Very good. Only for catalyst, you will see the word activation energy. Now, where is the correct labeling for activation energy? See whether got music or not today. A, B, C, D.
Age.
Okay, Dinesh say A. Some more. If you don't know, put don't know also can. Karti says C. Okay, Karti says C. Anyone else? Anyone else? If don't know, can put DK. Put DK in the chat.
I think C.
Okay, Chia also says C. Okay, where's everybody else? I've got 17 people in the class. Don't know, don't know, don't know. Very good, yeah? Okay, here, I teach you the trick, yeah? Now, activation energy, I won't give you the answer, but I'll give you the tip to find the answer. It's always from your reactance to the peak. Okay, reactant to the peak. Okay, now you tell me which one here is going from the reactant to the peak.
A aja.
Yeah.
Yes, A. Finish is correct. Okay, it's always my reactant to the peak because you want the reactant to overcome the activation energy. What for the activation energy at the bottom? Nothing to overcome. Here also I can't, at the bottom, no point. Here going down, no point. I needed to overcome the activation energy. Okay, so the best answer is A. Okay, good try. Another SPM question here. This is collision theory. Which one is correct about the rise in temperature? Okay, rise in temperature. For collision theory, I'm not sure whether I sent to your group before, but I'm sending it again.
2 and 3, Chair.
2 and 3 is correct. Yes, very good. Okay, I'm just sending it to your group again. Wait. Okay, so 2 and 3 is correct because when I talk about temperature, I must talk about the kinetic energy. After I talk about the kinetic energy, I must always talk about frequency of collision. Okay, now I want everyone taking out a piece of paper, all of you. I want to give you the 5 main concepts of collision theory. Do you have your paper in front of you?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, let me just stop sharing. Okay, and I will share my whiteboard. Let me see whether I can share from here. Okay, do you see teacher's whiteboard here? Can see the whiteboard? Can you see teacher's whiteboard in front?
Yes.
Angel.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to teach you how to answer, yeah? Whenever we have anything that we want to talk about, we must always this formula for collision theory. Factor, reasoning, FOC, FOEC, and ROR. Okay, I think I taught those of you who came to school the other day. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, eyes on teacher again. I think I've done collision theory with some of you. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now, size, okay, concentration. It's not working very well. Okay, size, concentration, temperature, and catalyst. Okay, so that's my factor. Alamak, should I put here? Okay, what is my reasoning for size? Okay, what is the reasoning for size?
Surface area.
Okay, what wrong sentence? I want the complete sentence.
The smaller the size, the higher the surface area exposed to the
Wrong already, 0 marks. Higher is a wrong word.
greater.
Yeah, you use larger or greater, okay? The total surface area. If you don't have the word total surface area, also wrong. Okay, but good try, Zawabi. You had all the concepts there, yeah? Okay, good. So this is my reasoning. Very good. Okay, let's go to concentration. Okay, the higher the concentration, what's my keyword here? What's my reasoning?
Higher the concentration, the higher the frequency of effective collision.
Wrong.
No.
That's not reasoning. I haven't gone to frequency of collision yet. Okay, I'm still doing reasoning. The higher the concentration, the you all have forgotten already.
This is about particles, kan, the ions.
Yes, the higher the what? The number of
Zinc powder.
but this one no need to be specific
No,
because
no.
I'm just talking in general. Okay, so I think some of you forgot. The higher the concentration, the higher the number of particles per unit volume. Do you all remember teacher teaching you this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, temperature If I talk about the temperature, the higher the temperature, what's my reasoning? When my temperature increases, what's happening next?
The higher the kinetic energy of the particle.
Very good. Okay, I got higher kinetic energy. Okay. Very good. And if I've got a catalyst present, okay, let's say teacher got a catalyst present, then
The lower the activation energy
yeah,
needed
okay,
for
very
the
good.
reaction to happen.
It lowers the activation energy. Very good. When it lowers the activation energy, it is providing a what pathway? Okay, it's providing an alternative pathway. Can you see the factors and the reasoning that teacher has given you?
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you memorize these two, this tree is just the same. Frequency of collision between, okay, then you name the particles increases. Frequency of effective collision between, you name the particles increases. Rate of reaction increases. Only the factor and the reasoning for each of these four is different. You memorize this, you can do any question that I'm going to give you shortly. Okay, have you all taken the photo? If yes, teacher will move on. Have you all taken the photo?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So memorize that factors that teacher has given you. So I've done with you all these questions. I've done with you objective. I've done with you some subjective. Okay. Now teacher want to actually go and attack. Okay. Essay question. And then graph question. Okay. Now let's look at this question. 2 marks only. This essay question. Okay, but it's a K-bar question. 1 kilogram of meat is cut into big pieces and it takes a long time to cook compared to 1 kilogram of meat cut into smaller pieces. Okay, 2 marks. Okay, I want all of you to try 2 marks. Explain the statement based on the size of the particle. See, the question is so kind. They can tell you somehow what's the answer. Okay? So how to answer this kind of questions? Who would like to try?
So is it the size, teacher?
Very good. Yes?
So the smaller the size, the higher the surface area.
Wrong. 0 marks already. The smaller the size,
The larger the surface area.
yes, the smaller the size, the larger the total surface area. Then some more. That's only 1 mark. Okay, the smaller the size, the larger the total surface area. Okay. Okay, 1 mark. I cannot give you 2nd mark. What has
Larger
that got?
surface area, the total surface area exposed to the heat.
Then
And temperature.
The rate of reaction is higher.
then yes, you must kaitkan to the cooking, right? Because you're telling me that smaller piece can cook faster. Yes, okay. So if you look at the marking scheme, to show you, later you all can also go and do this, okay? Smaller size has bigger or larger total surface area. And then your rate of reaction is higher. So simple. You get your total 2 marks there already. Okay? Now, I want you to look at my 2nd question here. Okay? Now, don't pengsan, you see this kind of questions, especially for the 2nd part. Okay, question number 1. Write the chemical equation between magnesium and hydrochloric acid. It's not Karthik. He did for me zinc and hydrochloric acid. Now, I want you to do for me magnesium and hydrochloric acid.
Teacher, can you just say it out loud?
Can, Karthik.
So Mg plus HCl
Okay?
will produce MgCl2 plus hydrogen.
Plus what, Karthik?
Plus hydrogen.
H or H2?
H2.
Okay. Now, balance or not, Kati?
No, teacher. Hydrochloric acid needs 2.
Okay, correct. Perfect. He would have gotten full 2 marks here. Okay, good job. Now, this is the killer question. Calculate for me the maximum volume of hydrogen gas produced. Okay, that's the killer question. Okay, well done. Okay, Karthi can answer the question. Yeah, okay. So Bobby, I just saw your question. Are the trials going to be like quiz kimia kebangsaan? No, 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 no. Quiz kimia kebangsaan, they give A levels question, form 6 questions. SPM will give you SPM questions. Okay, trial will give you trial questions. Okay, all right. Does that answer your questions, Bobby?
Okay, sir.
You can breathe right now.
Ya, sir. Susah gila.
Okay. All right. How can I find, teacher, how to find maximum volume of hydrogen gas? Okay. So if you look at the question that Karthi just did, he did the equation. Okay. So let me just put it in a nicer way so you all can see very clearly. Yeah. They want me to find the volume of gas of hydrogen. So MgCl2 plus H2. Now you tell teacher, they asked me to find the volume of this. Did they give me any information about hydrogen gas for me to find the volume? Did they give me any number of moles of hydrogen gas? Anything?
Nope.
No, teacher.
Nothing. But what other information they gave me about something else in the equation?
The relative atomic mass, teacher.
Okay, yeah, relative atomic mass, they didn't give, but we can find easily. Okay.
And then the mass
Okay, they gave me mass of what?
of the magnesium ribbon.
Okay, they gave me all of them has 0.2 grams.
Yeah.
All right. So what can I do from here?
MV.
And the number of moles.
Very good. Okay, both of you. I can find the number of moles of magnesium. Okay, so how to find number of moles of magnesium? What formula am I using?
You can't use MV over 1,000, right? So
Cannot. MV1000 only for a solution. Here
yeah,
is 0.2 gram. Yeah, I heard. Okay, carry on.
0.2 divided 24.
Okay, what formula did you use, Chia?
Mass over 1000.
Okay, I use mass over molar mass because I have 0.2 and then I can find the molar mass of magnesium. Open up the periodic table, the molar mass is there. The relative atomic mass is there. It is 24. Okay, everyone, 0.2 divided by 24. What will teacher get?
8.3 times 10 to the power negative 3.
Okay, so 0.0083 lah, that means, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so mole, yeah? Okay, now eyes on my on the paper, yeah? Or eyes on my screen. Now, this is the mole of magnesium. Okay,
I think
one
0.083, right? So not 00, right? There's 3 places in it.
times 10 to the power of minus 3, right?
Yeah.
That means 3 zeros, nah?
Oh, okay, sir.
Teacher's maths is quite bad. The rest of you double check again. Let me
Yeah, correct.
Okay, all right. Okay, now this is the number of moles of magnesium. But I don't want number of moles of magnesium. I want number of moles of hydrogen. How?
We
The
relate.
relate, sir.
Yes, very good. So you all are following very well. Good children. Okay, number 2, I can relate. So you see, rate of reaction doesn't mean we only study rate of reaction. I bring back to chapter 3 of form 4. This is your chapter 2 or 3 of form 4. Okay, so how to relate? 1 mole of magnesium will give me 1 mole of hydrogen. Then
0.083 mole of magnesium
okay,
will give me 1 mole divide 0.083.
no?
0.083 mole.
Yeah. 0.0083 moles of hydrogen. Kati, if here is 1 to 1, you are going to take the same value.
Yeah.
This 0.
Yeah, correct. Yes, sorry.
No problem. You tried. At least you're trying. So good. Okay, number 3. Now I know the number of moles of hydrogen. How to find the volume of hydrogen gas?
That particular value times 24 like that.
Correct. So the formula is number of moles is equals to volume over molar volume. Okay, my number of moles is 0.0.
How do we get 1 mole mg?
My equation here, 1 mole. 1 mole mg gives me 1 mole hydrogen gas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, 0.083 moles, okay, is equals to volume 我不知道. Okay, I want to times with 24. All right, now actually, right, because I want my answer to be in centimeter cube later. So teacher actually can times with 24,000 straight away. Do you know why teacher times 24,000, not 24?
Because change it to centimeter.
Yeah, I want to use centimeter cube. Okay, everybody calculate.
199.2.
Very good. So I get my volume is 199.2. Dinesh, make it complete answer, Dinesh.
Mole per
cm cube.
cm cube.
cube.
Always look at the question, yeah? Yes, cm cube. Very, very good. Okay. See, we answered another 2 marks here. Okay, so you got 4 marks in your hand, settled already. And I tell you, class, this will always come out for exam. Like this, 5 marks, 4 marks. Equation, and then count. So if you follow my steps, you will get that 4, 5 marks. Okay, then another 3 marks or 2 marks. You must sketch the graph. Now, they gave you 199.2 for a reason. Because when you're drawing your graph, okay, you must make sure when you come to your maximum volume of gas later, here he must be 199.2. Okay, now look at the difference between experiment 1 and experiment 2. The difference between experiment 1 and experiment 2 is their temperature, right? Hello? Did I lose you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Roger.
Am I lagging or you're lagging or what?
No, my brain is lagging. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's do this one. What's the difference between experiment 1 and experiment 2?
The temperature.
Very good. The temperature. Because all of you are going to draw shortly. Yeah? I'm going to give you a class point. The temperature. Very good. So which one must be higher than which one?
Experiment 2.
Very good. Now let's look. 2 and 3. What's the difference? 2 and 3 same temperature, but 2 and 3 got difference.
The time taken.
Kepala otak kau.
What difference? Oh,
Catalyst, yeah.
copper. Yeah, I got catalyst.
Got catalyst. Okay. So who must be the highest of them all?
3.
3 followed. Okay, later you all draw for me. Now, are they all going to have the same volume of gas?
Yes.
Yes, because all of their number of moles are the same. When their number of moles are the same, they will always have the same volume of gas. Take note of the time taken. Yeah? Time taken, I want to see it in my graph later. That means at later you all show me, okay? So everybody go to class point dot wait, wait, Wait. Am I connected to class point or not, first of all? Oh, I'm not connected. Wait, let me let teacher sign in first, yeah? 1,000 apologies. Okay, I give you a 1 minute break. Take a 1 minute break. Drink water, drink whatever you want to drink. Okay? Are y'all learning something or not? Does anybody know what's my email? I can never remember my school email. Anyone remembers for teacher? Okay, don't worry. I think you also don't remember. Wait, at MOE-DL. MOE-DL. After dash DL, what is it? I'm sure yours is also the same, right?
Dot
Class, I
edu.
just-
edu.my.
.edu.my. Okay. All right. .edu.my. Why lah? They give you so panjang to memorize. Okay, see whether we can sign in. Lama. Please don't log out on me. Wait. Wait. 803. Wait a class. 8037290. LME-DL. Hey, I can't seem to go in. Okay, never mind. You all draw on your graph. Okay, you all draw on your paper there, maybe. Okay, and did I ever send you all my email over in your class group? Can you all just read out for teacher? Oh, I send it now. You all just read out for teacher. It's hard to see. Okay, someone read out for me shortly. Yeah, wait. Okay, read for teacher. G.
G dash
Okay.
803
Hmm.
72
Hmm.
901
Okay.
at MOE
Okay.
DL
Hmm.
.edu.my.
Still cannot. Okay. Never mind. Y'all start drawing the graph first. Okay. Teacher is trying to do one more time. If I can't do, then I really cannot help you. Try the last method. What's his name? Y'all try to draw the graph first. What was our Penshurama's name that day? The one that the guy that came to who give you all the bankil that day. What's his name? Do you all remember? Can you hear teacher?
Can
Yeah,
do.
can teacher.
Do you all remember what is his name or not? Can I
Sure. Not sure, sir. Something with Mr.
Okay, never mind. Okay, have you all drawn the graph already?
Mr. Ng, je.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I know why it's a wrong password. Okay. This one should work. Oh my gosh, you should never give up and y'all are the best. Y'all help me. Thank you. Okay, so glad for not giving up. Okay, now y'all can draw the graph for teacher. Okay, so now you all know Panchina can't remember her password and all her emails, okay? So please remember on her behalf. Okay, start now. Your class code is 14162. Okay, 14162. Thank you. You are so kind and so patient. Thank you for waiting. Ah, Zawabi. Funny lah you. Okay, have you all come to class point already? Okay,
Yes,
I've got, yeah, 5 of you. Now you can start answering already. Okay, I've only 5 of you here. Padahal there's so many in the class. 16. I don't hear Daniel, Fitri, Cashman, Wong. What happened to Renat? I don't see Renat here just now. Renat, oh, Renat is here. Renat, Lakshman. Okay, so teacher's asking you to draw me the graph. Okay, draw for teacher the graph, yeah? It's okay if your answer is wrong. It's really okay. But if you don't practice, then you will never know. The point is you make as many mistakes now. You don't make mistakes for SPM. Now mind lah, we laugh at you. We only laughing at you. It's okay. Rather than you cry and you be upset because you never learn. So you have to draw your own graph. Have you all started drawing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for responding. So they're just waiting, yeah? Okay, can submit your answers already. Right now, no one submitted the answers yet. Don't be shy. Good. Okay, Tinesh tried. Okay, good job. Okay, doesn't matter. As I said, teacher doesn't want perfect answers. The most important thing is you get the concept to draw. Isaiah, teacher wants you to try again. Isaiah, they all have the same number of moles. When they have the same number of moles means they have the same volume. If they have the same volume, they all must meet up. Isaiah, do you understand, Isaiah?
Yeah, teacher. So I start from the bottom, is it? Teacher? Or
No, all your graphs are correct, except that it must all meet up together into one. That means 1, 2, 3 must meet up at the end on top there, same volume of gas.
oh, I see.
Here,
Okay.
here you put 3 different lines. Cannot be. They're all supposed to meet up at 192, 99.2.
Okay. All right.
All right. Are you able to delete it?
I know, I cannot.
Okay, teacher will delete it. Are you able to send a new one? Okay, it's already 5 minutes, yeah? Can you start submitting? It doesn't matter, answer is wrong. Teacher can correct your mistakes. Okay, thank you, Chia. It doesn't matter kalau salah, no problem. At least when salah tu kan, then teacher boleh betulkan your mistakes. Yeah? Then you get a clearer picture. Oh, I did wrongly.
You cannot send the picture, is it?
Why?
I draw it on paper. I drew it on paper.
Yeah, you cannot. You must draw it on my screen. Did you join on my you're supposed to draw on the screen. Okay, I'll wait for 2 more students to to draw on the screen. Who else is trying? Teacher will wait for you. Can you just shout out if you're trying? Or put in the chat, teacher, I'm still trying. Okay, good. One more. Teacher will wait for 1 more. Anyone still trying? Okay, Fitri. Isaiah, are you trying again? Isaiah,
Yeah, Chair?
are you trying one more time?
I can't redo, Chair.
Okay, never mind. It's okay. Anyone else trying? If not, teacher will close the submission, yeah? Going once? Going twice? Okay, and gone. Okay, so I am going to actually insert their results as a slide. Okay, so we can go through their answers one by one. Okay, so this is Tinish's answer, yeah? So, Tinish, what is this by the side, Tinish? What is this?
The temperature, sir.
Temperature. Why? They ask you to draw volume of gas over time.
Oh,
See, good. You made mistake. Teacher is happy. Then you know your mistake. Okay, volume of gas over time. Here, if you don't put second, you got no marks. Okay, you don't put heading, you got no marks. So all this no need.
okay.
Okay, so today you can actually see, I know how to draw graph, or I don't know how to draw graph. Okay, so your third graph is correct. As I said just now, teacher want to see here to be 199.2. That's your total volume. Okay, and good, for the third one, you put here is 15. Good. Now, your second graph is this line, isn't it, Dinesh?
No, Chair, the one lower.
Oh, your second line is this one, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
wrong. Okay, so your second and your third line both also wrong. Your second must be higher than your first. because one is 40 degrees Celsius, one is 30 degrees Celsius.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so actually, if teacher were you, this will be my second, this will be my first. And then it cannot be separated. All of them has 0.2, 0.2, 0.2 grams, which means to say just now we calculated they have the same number of moles. So all of them actually must meet up here. Same thing for the third one also will meet up here. Okay, now my teacher will look one by one. Okay, and then teacher will check the answers. Okay, so later I'll show you how to draw a proper graph. Okay, so we look at Chia's answer. Okay, so Chia put volume, okay, must have centimeter cube, must have second, then you get 1 mark there. Okay, third graph, correct. Okay, what teacher want you to put is I want you to put 15 seconds here, and then, sorry, not here, actually this side, sorry, teacher made a mistake. Should be about here, but never mind. Okay, and this is 199.2. Okay, and then the second one here, okay, 20 seconds. All right. Okay, and then the first one here where it's becoming constant, okay, it is going to be 50. All right, so good, all of them are actually meeting up. Okay, correct, because my number of moles is the same. Okay, yes, teacher wants something like this, my graph. Okay, good try, Chia. Okay, this one is from Azman. Azman, is this my temperature also, Azman? You don't need to put temperature. Okay, so actually experiment 1, experiment 2, experiment 3, they all have 0.2 grams. If you remember just now very clearly, when teacher did the first experiment here, okay, remember they got 199.2 centimeter cube. So each of them here, experiment 1, experiment 2, experiment 3, they all have the same volume of gas. So actually all of this must meet up. And then experiment 1, why is it going higher? Why is experiment 1 higher than experiment 2? And then why experiment 2 and 3 got one line? It must have each one line of their own. Azman, do you get teacher or not, Azman?
Yes.
Okay, so if volume of gas is here, and here is my time per second, okay, this is my experiment 3, then this is my experiment 2, then this is my experiment 1. Okay, this will be 199.2. Okay, this will be my 15 seconds. This will be my 20 seconds. And this will be my 50 seconds. Class, do you understand what teacher is saying here?
Yes.
Yes, Chair.
Okay, all of you, yeah. So this is Wong. Wong did the other way around. Wong, can you tell me why you put experiment 1 as on top?
I read it wrongly, but then and I want to change it. I cannot change it.
Okay, teacher changed for you. So the top one must be what?
The top one is the third one.
Okay,
The
good.
green one is the third,
The grade one, number 2 lah, huh?
and the blue one is the first.
Okay, correct. So her graph is relatively correct, 199.2. Here will be my 15 seconds. Here will be my 20 seconds. And here is where my 50 seconds is. Are you understanding what teacher is saying, class? Do you get a clearer picture on how to draw the graph now?
Yes, Chair.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, this is by Shalini. Okay, doesn't matter Shalini, yeah? She's trying, yeah? So this is volume of gas, centimeter cube. This is time, second. You notice teacher always right. Okay, Shalini, can you see a mistake now, Shalini?
Yes, sir, I get.
Yeah, okay, so they must all what? The number 3, number 2, number 1, all correct already. They are all in correct order. But what are they all supposed to do?
They all must, the lines must meet together.
Correct. All the lines must meet together. Good try, Shalini. Yeah? And then label also as well. Yes, correct. They all must meet up and hang out at the top here, right? Just like y'all lah, okay? If I want to make a story, okay, I tell y'all a story. Okay, if the number of moles are the same, team A coming to school. Oops, straight line. Then this one longer a bit. Okay, now team B not happy. Team B also want to come to school. And then the teachers also happy to see all. They also come to school. Now, do you all understand my story?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, and Fitri, okay, Fitri, volume of gas centimeter cube, time, second. Okay, Fitri, apa kesalahan diri sendiri ni, Fitri?
I not meet up for each.
Yeah, they all must meet up. Fitri kena berkawan dengan
Yes.
semua tu. Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, so that day also teacher tried this with 5A. So this, some of the graphs that you can see, you want to see clearly? Okay, so this is your third one, 15 seconds. Okay, this is your second one, 20 seconds. This is your third one, 50 seconds. Okay, so yeah, this is another one, very neat and tidy also. So if you couldn't see my one clearly, you want to quickly take a picture of this one. This is very clear. You can take. See, very good because they have unit. They have time, unit. Okay, this one got second there. See, label correctly. I have my 119.2. Then I also have all the units here. Have you all taken the picture already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, now we are going to do, so this is the marking scheme. But never mind lah, teacher already taught you how to get the answer, yeah? Now we go and answer this question. What is my average rate of reaction for experiment 1, 2, and 3? 3 marks now. What's my average rate of reaction for experiment 1, experiment 2, experiment 3? Do I need to draw tangent?
No, sir.
I don't need to draw tangent. Excellent. Okay. Do for me the question now. What's my average rate of reaction for experiment 1, experiment 2, and experiment 3? Very senang. Rate of reaction can be gram per minute, can be centimeter cube per second, not per minute, not per second. Okay, so what do you think teacher can use here? Oops, I thought I gave you the answer. So what's my average rate of reaction? And then they're so good. They say in centimeter cube per second. What do you think is the answer? For experiment 1, what was the volume just now?
30.
No. Yes, it's 199.2. Okay. Remember we calculated just now, we got 199.2. What is the time taken for experiment 1?
50 seconds.
50 seconds.
50. So experiment 1, my answer is 199.2 divided by 50. Okay, equals to, everybody tekan calculator cepat.
3.984.
Okay, 3.984, 0 marks.
cm cube per second.
Okay, cm cube per second, correct. Now I go to my experiment 2. You tell me how to do.
Same, sir. 199.2 divided by 20.
Very good. Answer.
9.96 centimeter cube per second.
Very good. Do the next one for teacher, experiment 3.
13.28 centimeter cube per second.
Okay, so it is, 1992 divided by 15 is Sorry, Zawi, can tell me again?
13.28 centimeter cube per second.
Okay, correct. See? 3 marks though in your hand already. 3 marks in your hand. Okay, so you can see very clearly also. When I'm using catalyst, my rate of reaction is higher. When I'm using higher temperature, my rate of reaction is higher. And when I'm using just normal circumstances, my rate of reaction is lower. So now you already have 3 marks in your hand. See, you have all the answers here. Okay. Now question is, compare rate of reaction between, first of all, 1 and 2, 4 marks. And then 2 and 3, 4 marks. Use collision theory. Tell me why there is a difference in the rate of reaction between experiment 1 and 2, and then between experiment 2 and 3. Okay, let's go and look. 1 and 2, what is the difference here?
Temperature.
Very good. Temperature. Okay, I'm going to do the answer here because teacher got space here. When you are going to talk about collision theory, I want to see this format. Especially when you are comparing, teacher wants to see that you compare correctly. Okay? Okay, start. Compare experiment 1 and experiment 2 using collision theory.
The first are the factors, right, sir?
Yeah.
The factors are catalyst, temperature.
No. You're comparing only experiment 1 and experiment 2 only.
Temperature.
Correct. So give me the sentence. The temperature is higher where?
And experiment.
The temperature in experiment 2 is higher compared to experiment 1.
Correct.
Therefore,
Wait. Go line by line. Temperature in experiment 2 is higher than experiment 1. In exam, you all don't do like teacher. This is actually higher. You must write higher. Okay. And if they didn't put experiment, they put experiment 1. You must put also experiment 1. You jangan ikut cikgu macam ni. Salah. Okay. You have to write nicely. Okay. Done. I done my factor. 1 mark in my hand. Next mark. What's my reasoning for temperature? Cikgu sudah buat awal-awal tadi.
the higher the temperature, the higher the rate of reaction.
No.
The reasoning. Oh, the reasoning.
Yeah. Alvi, what's the answer, Alvi?
Kinetic energy increases.
Okay, 0 marks. When I am comparing two things, right, two experiments, you must also say higher compared to where in where. Are we try?
Kinetic energy is higher in experiment 2 compared to
Okay, so he just said kinetic energy is higher. Kinetic energy of what?
between
Okay, I heard both of you. Alvi say again, Alvi, kinetic energy of?
between magnesium and hydrochloric acid.
Okay, that is not your particle. Magnesium is correct. Hydrochloric acid is not your particle.
H2.
No. How to find your particle? Cikgu dah ajar banyak kali this one. You must write down your ionic equation, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write down your ionic equation for teacher in this experiment. What is your ionic equation? Okay, so this is your chemical equation, magnesium.
Plus 2E, arrow, Md2 plus.
No, that's not ionic equation. This is your chemical equation. Okay, find out for me what's your ionic equation. Cikgu dah buat banyak kali with you already.
mg2 plus 2e
No,
arrow.
no, that is a half equation. Half equation only for redox. Teacher want ionic equation. Ionic equation cannot have electrons.
Teacher, is it we must cut chlorine first?
Yes, okay, because solid, liquid, and gas I don't touch. So I break up. Just now we want to meet up and hang out. Now we are breaking up. So here teacher will get 2H plus, here teacher will get 2Cl minus. Alvi sambung. Magnesium?
1 mg. So we cut the same answer.
No, Mg2 plus and Cl minus.
Yeah, Mg2 plus and 2Cl minus. Okay, and then we cut the one that is the same. Which one is the same? Those of you who came to school yesterday, I taught you this also. Okay?
Cl.
Yeah, we cut the Cl minus. So now what is left behind? 2H plus, okay, and then on this side, teacher got Mg2 plus, solid, liquid, and gas, teacher don't touch, so the H2 I bring down again. So when we are doing reasoning, when we talk about particles, I always take my reacting particles. What are my reacting particles here?
Mg and H plus.
Very good. Okay, so kinetic energy between magnesium atom and hydrogen ion is what?
Is higher in experiment 2 compared to experiment 1.
You cannot say increases, because increases is when we are not comparing. Okay, here I'm comparing. You cannot use the word increases. Okay, correct. Okay, next one. Here already you should be fine. Ayat dia sama je. Okay, who wants to try for teacher FOC?
The higher the kinetic energy.
No need already. Here, no need to put the higher. Straight away go frequency of collision.
Frequency of collision between
Between
mg,
particles.
Tak payah, particles tu dah tahu kan kena sebut.
mg and hydrogen H plus
Yeah. Okay.
is higher. Compared to
In experiment.
Experiment 2 compared to experiment 1.
Yeah, okay. Kena ada compared cikgu tak tulis compared tadi. Okay, to experiment 1. This is the exact format to answer. Please, yeah. Teacher erase nicely. Okay. Then if Haris was here, Haris like to say, teacher, the next one we just copy paste. Haris likes to use the word copy paste. To experiment 1. Okay. Copy paste apa cikgu? This one. You just salin balik frequency of effective collision. Okay. Then copy paste. Who wants to copy paste for teacher?
Between magnesium atom and H plus ion is higher in experiment 2 compared to experiment 1.
Okay, very good. Is higher in experiment 2, okay, compared to experiment 1. All right, and the last one, super easy. Who wants to try this?
The rate of reaction in experiment 1 is the reaction in experiment 2 is higher compared to experiment 1.
Okay, yep, correct. Good job, all those of you who tried. I am missing so many people's voices here. Hope to hear from Asman, from Irfan, from Isaiah, from Karti, from Keshman, from Lakshman, from Renette, from Wong. Okay, I'm hearing from the same people only. Okay, try to speak up so that teacher will know that you understand. Even if you put in the chat, it's fine. Okay, all right. Now, do you understand how to get these 5 marks already? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Okay, now let's look at the next question. Okay, the next question say, oops, between experiment 2 and experiment 3. Now, what's the difference between experiment 2 and experiment 3? You check, you tell me. Experiment 2 and experiment 3, what did one have just now and what did one didn't have?
The catalyst.
Very good. Experiment 3 had catalyst. Experiment 2 didn't have catalyst. Let's do this together. Now, here is very interesting. For catalyst, I only have 4 things. Okay, factor, reasoning, FOEC, and ROR. I don't have FOC here. And this only works for catalyst. All of you putting a note there. Catalyst teacher only have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Okay. One person giving me the catalyst, another person giving me the reasoning, another one giving me the FOEC, the other one giving me the ROR. Start. You are in teacher's class, you should be answering teacher. If not, what's the point of coming for class to learn? Smaller group. You must try. Teacher heard Sanjeev, sorry, Teenage Chia, Teenage Zawawi, Alwi. Okay, 4. I want to hear the rest. Don't worry if your answer is wrong. At least you try. What is the factor between experiment 2 and experiment 3? Okay, so we go and see. Experiment 2 and experiment 3. They both have the same temperature. They both have the same size. They don't talk about concentration here. There's nothing to do with pressure. But I have something extra here. Who wants to tell me what is teacher's factor here?
Catalyst.
Okay, Chia is helping. So first factor is copper 2 sulfate. Okay, acts as a catalyst. Okay, okay. Now when I say that, you already get 1 mark. Okay, who wants to help with the reasoning? What does a catalyst do? 2 marks. Sorry, 2 points here. What is the definition of a catalyst?
Lowers the activation energy.
Yeah, and Tinish, still helping. Thank you. But I want to hear the rest. Never mind. Still carry on. Copper 2 sulfate, okay, the catalyst will lower the activation energy. Very good. Okay. By doing what? How does it lower? When it lowers the activation energy, by providing what, Tinish? And alternative
Root.
pathway. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, it means like this. Okay, so initially this is my activation energy. So much energy I need to overcome. So when teacher have a catalyst, the activation energy goes lower. Okay, so more of my reacting particles can actually overcome the activation energy. So if I want to continue the sentence, I say copper 2 sulfate lowers the activation energy. Oops, I forgot the word energy. By providing an alternative pathway so that more particles, okay, can overcome the activation energy. You can also say to achieve the activation energy. Okay, good. Who wants to do for teacher FOEC? Cannot be Chia, cannot be Tinesh. Quickly. Oops.
FOEC, Chair.
FOEC, correct.
Oh, so the frequency of effective collision between particles.
Cannot. So you already know what your particles are. Can never use the word particles because they want you to tell them what the particles are. But just now we did together already. What are the particles teachers using here?
Magnesium and hydrogen.
Okay, correct. So hydrogen ion, yeah? So the,
Right.
okay, magnesium atom, carry on.
And hydrogen ion.
Okay.
Increases.
Cannot. You're comparing experiment 2 and experiment 3. You cannot say increases. Sorry? Did you say something, Isaiah?
No, Chair, still thinking.
So it's higher.
Oh, it's higher
Where?
in experiment 3.
Compared to?
Experiment 2.
Okay, it's higher in experiment 3 compared to experiment 2. Last point. Isaiah, you can finish it.
Rate of reaction
Okay.
in experiment 3
Hmm?
is higher than experiment 2.
Okay, is higher. Rate of reaction experiment 3 is higher than experiment 2. Correct. You got your full 4 marks here. Class, do you understand? If you understand, put in the chat 1. So I've done 2 collision theories with you already. Okay. If you understand, put in the chat 1. If you still don't understand, put in the chat 2. Let teacher hear your response. Okay, I can see from only 2 students here. Where are the rest of you? Probably so hungry, want to take the food ready. Kishman, why teacher cannot hear your voice today, Kishman?
Oh, actually, I wanted to answer, but then I just leave it.
You slept?
No, I just leave it. I just
Or you
confirm it.
just leave it? Okay. I only have about 7 to 8 of you only are responding. Padahal got 15 here. Okay. Renat, okay. Lakshman. Okay, so this is a 2003 question, okay? Now in 2000, so teacher gave you the answer also here. Okay, all my work here, I've given the answer as well, okay? So if ever you want to refer back, no problem, you can refer back. Okay, I have a question here for you, you can try it out later. Okay, I want to do just another question from the year 2019. Now, question number 1 and question of A and B, you can go and do yourself because it's sketching the graph. Fine. Chemical equation. Fine. Volume of gas. You can all do yourself because teacher taught you already. A and B, 10 marks. See, you calculate volume of gas is 6 marks. Teacher want to do with you right now. I have about a few more minutes. Okay. I want to see you comparing set 1 and set 2 for me, and then set 2 and set 3 for teacher. Okay, let's see together. This is 2019 paper. Okay, 2019 paper 2. Let's compare set 1 and set 2. What is the difference between set 1 and set 2? Let's see together. Who can tell teacher? Who can spot for me the difference?
Yeah, the concentration.
Excellent. Here my set 1, set 2 is concentration. Who can spot for me the difference between set 2 and set 3?
Size.
Very good, size. We are going to do on the spot now. Okay, teacher will do straight away so we do not waste time. I am going to start with set 1 and set 2. Everyone try to answer. I should be having about 10 marks here. So I want to hear everybody's voices. We do set 1 and set 2 first. You answer me, I know that you understand what I'm saying. It means worth it my 2 hours teaching you. Okay, and you also listening to teacher. Okay, follow the formula FOC, FOEC, ROR. Start now, somebody. Start. Anybody can start, don't waste time. Nobody wants to start, is it? All of them want to stay here until forever and ever, is it? I'll wait, huh? Still nobody.
Cannot do so.
Sorry?
Wait, I'm writing down the answer. So give me a second.
No need, you can say it out loud, don't worry.
So, first, how to sketch must do. So you're asking us to do the chemical equation, right?
Karti, I think you just came, Karti. Teacher's asking you to compare the collision theory for set 1 and set 2.
Yeah, teacher, but the A and B.
No need. Do as homework. Good try, Karti. Thank you for helping.
Can I try, Jeff?
Thank you, Azman.
The concentration of HCl in set 2 is higher than set 1.
Excellent. Okay, the concentration of hydrochloric acid in set 2 is high, 2 put nicely, yeah, is higher than set 1. Excellent. Now you get that 1 mark there. Okay, carry on. You Asman, throw the ball at somebody else. So you remember teacher told you for concentration, I think someone put also in the group. For concentration, what's my next line? What's my reasoning? Okay, Asman, call somebody. Kishman. Okay, Kishman answer?
Actually, for the reasoning, right?
Yeah.
The higher the concentration of a solution, the more particles per unit volume increases.
What, Kishman?
The higher the concentration of a solution, the more particles per unit volume increases.
Okay, so very good. Your answer is correct, but not complete. What are my number of particles is increasing here?
So 0.4.
No. So from 0.2 to 0.4, what is it that is increasing? Hydrochloric acid, right? Now, what do I want in that hydrochloric acid? Do I want the H plus or do I want the Cl minus?
H plus.
Very good. So teacher put the number of hydrogen ions. So that's my number of particles per unit volume. Okay. In experiment, which experiment?
2.
Okay, 2. Then is?
Increases.
Cannot say the word increases when I'm comparing.
The higher is higher.
Okay, is higher. Kishman, you're outside, Kishman.
Oh, I'm in the room.
Okay, the number of hydrogen ions per unit volume in experiment 2 is higher.
Then experiment 1.
Excellent. Okay, then experiment 1. Teacher purposely wanted to try all 4 factors with you today. After today, you cannot tell me, teacher, I don't get the factor. I've done all 4 with you. Okay, thank you, Keshman. Okay, throw the ball to somebody else. Frequency of collision. Quickly. Actually, who?
Renat.
Renat. Okay, Renat. Renat, if you can speak up, it's faster, Renat, so don't waste time. Renat? Renat?
The number of hydrogen ion. The
Very
factor,
good. So what are your particles here? We almost there. Wong also gave teacher the answer. Wong correct, but you're almost there. We go ahead.
The number of hydrogen ion, the particles of hydrogen ion and calcium carbonate.
Wait, why the particle? You must start with FOC.
How do we start there?
You must start with frequency of collision between
hydrogen ion.
Very good.
H plus and CO3.
Calcium carbonate.
Is higher.
Where?
Experiment 2 compared to experiment 1.
Okay, perfect. Very good. See, it's not so difficult to answer. Okay, good job. Okay, how about my FOEC?
So this one we don't need to what ratio. Which one is the spectator element?
What apa?
Like the elimination though. Yeah, we eliminate tadi.
You dah eliminate dah. Sebab tu you dapat yang ni.
Okay, we eliminate CL minus. Okay.
You already eliminated the CL minus. So that's why you're quite good. Now, Wong also sent teacher an answer. Wong she put H plus and Ca2 plus. Okay, Wong, normally we try not to use this one, Wong, H plus and Ca2 plus, yeah? So you're almost there, girl. Except you use your calcium carbonate. Good job, Zawawi and Wong, yeah, for trying, yeah? Okay. Wong, why you say experiment? Oops, I think teacher is wrong. Can you spot my mistake in each sentence? I have a mistake in each sentence.
It will be set 1 to set 2, right?
Correct. Okay, this is set 1. This is set 2. Okay, teacher made a mistake. See, I also didn't realize it.
Experiment.
The experiment is wrong. Okay. I saw Wong's answer, then teacher corrected. Okay, so this is set 2. Okay, all right. Now, FOEC is the same thing, copy paste. Who wants to do for teacher FOEC?
I want to answer. Okay, so
never mind, wait. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Forces of effective collision between H plus and CaCO3 is higher in experiment 1 compared to experiment 2.
Experiment 1 compared to experiment 2, correct. Okay. Can I have one person finishing it for teacher? I hope you can understand my writing. What's my last one?
The rate of reaction in experiment 1 is higher compared to experiment 2.
Okay. Experiment 1 is higher than experiment 2. Okay, you got 5 marks in your hand. Okay, now I want you to finish the last one for teacher, and then we are done for today. Okay, set 2 and set 3. Okay, I think this one teacher doesn't even need to write because the sentence is repeating itself. Okay, so let's compare set 2 and set 3. You already know the factor is factor of size. Okay, powder and granules. Okay, what's my first answer? Again, use the same formula, factor, reasoning. If you've been sitting for my class for the past 2 hours, yeah, this should already be in your fingertips, at your fingertips. You should know what I'm saying. Okay, what's my factor here?
The size.
Finish where you went missing just now.
Yeah, my connection. Sir.
Okay, size, tell me.
The size of calcium carbonate.
Okay.
Is which one better, sir? Granules or powder, sir?
Powder. The smaller it is, the larger the total surface area.
The size of calcium carbonate powder is
smaller in experiment
in set 2 compared to set 3.
Okay, very good. So 1 mark already here compared to set 3, yeah? Okay, all right. Good. Okay, I wanted to, what's the reasoning? The smaller the size, what's my next one? So what's the reasoning? Zawawi, did you say something?
The smaller the size, the larger the total surface area.
Okay, yes, that one is very good. If, let's say, if I'm not comparing, but here did you want to compare? So the total surface area?
Total surface area in experiment 2 is greater compared to experiment 3.
Okay, you must mention of calcium carbonate, yeah? Correct, is greater in experiment 2 compared to experiment 3. Very good. See, you're doing so well, everyone. So far, Tinish and Zawawi. Okay, who wants to do FOC? I heard somebody just now speaking with Zawawi. Who is that? Okay, never mind. So who would like to do FOC, FOEC, ROR is so simple.
FOC in H plus and CaCO3 is higher in set 2 compared to set 3.
Okay, very good. And you're going to choose back your same particles between calcium carbonate is higher in set 2 compared to set 3. Okay, who wants to do FOEC?
Copy paste.
Okay, correct. Copy paste FOEC between calcium carbonate, okay, and hydrogen ions. Okay, is higher in set 2 compared to set 3. What's my last line?
Rate of reaction of experiment 2 is higher than experiment 3.
Okay, in exam, you please do not write this. Only teachers writing this. You do not write it. Okay, no putting greater than, teachers writing it because I got no space and I got no time. Okay, do you understand? Okay, correct. All right, yes. Teacher, if you want to take any photos for the answers, go ahead. But I have also given you the marking scheme. This is your perfect marking scheme, yeah? Taken from the exact exam paper marking scheme. It's all in here that teacher has included for you all here. If you want to see the graph later, you can look here. Okay, everything is here. Now, if you want this, my PowerPoint slides, you PM teacher and teacher will give it to you. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Do you all understand what happened today?